and Dave, and together, with our dogs Belle and Hudson, we're exploring the world in our Escape travel trailer. In the winter of 2023, we traveled from Ontario to Texas to pick up a 17-foot casita trailer and spent over a month on the road. We liked it so much that by the fall of 2023, we upgraded to a 19-foot Escape trailer so that I had space to work from the road. We haven't looked back since. Come see where we go next. Well, we are about to leave to Ottawa, and we're taking the 5.5-hour drive to pick up the Escape 19. We decided we're going to try it out. We'll camp in it maybe for a month or so, and then make a decision. Are we going to keep the casita, or are we going to keep the Escape 19? So stay tuned to find out. To give you an idea of what's going through our heads as we take this long drive to pick up the trailer, I would summarize it into the following questions that are constantly swirling around our heads and that we're pretty much discussing for the entire trip. Firstly, will the Escape 19 be everything we expect it to be? Will we like it better, the same, or less than the casita? And finally, of course, are we there yet? By the end of this weekend, and the end of this video, all of these questions will be answered for us. Believe it or not, the trip actually flew by. We had lots of good conversation on the way down, but our excitement by the time we got to pick up the trailer was extremely high. The previous owners of the trailer, an older couple, could not have been a nicer set of people. They spent over an hour talking to us about the trailer and all of the options and features. They told us about their camping trips in this trailer. And before too long, we were back on the road, trailer behind us. Just like when we picked up the casita, we decided that we were going to camp somewhere nearby so that we can test out all of the features of the trailer, make sure all the systems were working well. So we decided to go to a KOA that was only about an hour drive. In true Matt and Dave fashion, we went straight to work, getting the trailer ready and set up. We had brought all of the basic supplies with us, and we were well prepared this time given our camping experience in the casita. It did not take long at all before we were able to sit down and enjoy this new trailer of ours. Of course, what you're seeing here is a very short tour of our new trailer. If you want to see the full tour, we've got a 30-minute video posted where I go through all of the details. It's only been a couple hours, but we're already loving this trailer. Of course, the big question is, how are we going to sleep tonight on this smaller bed? Before we overthink things too much, we thought it was a good idea to go for a walk around the park and check things out. You're not going to get a full review of this park because admittedly we were quite distracted by the new trailer, but it's certainly a place we would stay again. Very nice people, seem to be mostly full of seasonal campers, however.
Good, how are you?
Good, good. You camping over there?
No, we're just going for a walk in Dory. We're in one of the trailers on that.
Oh, nice.
But we're very
I feel bad saying this because we do love our casita, but I think we're in love already. It appears that Belle and Hudson are happy with this trailer as well. So of course, I was the biggest skeptic about whether or not this bed would be big enough for us. But I have to admit, after the first night, it's been comfortable. We had a good sleep, we felt rested, the dogs look rested, and we're ready to start another day. We're packing up this morning and headed to our next campground where we'll stay another night before we go home. This will be another good night for testing. But before we go, pack up took a little longer than usual, simply because Dave had to install the Anderson weight distribution hitch. We're headed to Provincial Park today, Champlain Park to be exact, which is near North Bay, Ontario. This time we're not going to have power or water, so we're going to try boondocking, and this will give us another opportunity to test some of the systems in this new trailer. Dave's parents absolutely couldn't wait to see our new trailer, so they surprised us and they were actually waiting for us at the park when we arrived. I think they were especially excited to see the trailer because they own an Escape as well. They have the Escape 21, which you've probably seen in one of our previous videos. Unfortunately, they weren't able to stay very long because they had a long drive home, but hopefully they'll join us soon on a camping trip with their Escape. As much as we probably could have just stayed at our trailer all day, enjoying our new toy, we did decide to go and take a little walk around this provincial park to see what it had to offer. The more provincial parks we visit, the more we start to realize that every single provincial park is beautiful, and we're so fortunate in Ontario to have so many lakes around. After a nice hike around the park, it was time to come back to our trailer, relax, sit back, and have a drink. Dave and I spent this time talking about everything that we liked so far about this new trailer. It's not hard to guess that although this is only our second night in the trailer, we're already hooked, and it's clear we're going to be keeping the Escape 19. It's dinner time, and you know what that means? It's time to test out the Escape kitchen. Usually in our casita we would eat outside, but given how much space we have in here, we want to try to make some grilled cheese sandwiches and a basic salad and see how the space works out for us. The food was delicious, and the kitchen worked out perfectly. Belle just wishes that she could dig in too. We had another great sleep last night, and the more we sleep in this trailer, the more I'm believing that a queen-size bed is indeed big enough for us. Unfortunately, it's already time to pack up and head home. This was our shortest ever camping trip, with only 2 nights, but it gave us a great opportunity to test out the Escape 19. So far, so good. So long, Champlain Provincial Park. Given how close this is to our home, I'm sure we'll be back again soon. With the trailer back home, it's now time to unpack, customize, make some tweaks, and prepare for our next adventure, which will be a longer one. This also meant it was time to move over everything that we had in the casita over to this trailer, given that we're pretty convinced we're going to keep it. We are extremely happy with this trailer, and despite having a lot of discussion about whether or not this was the right move, we're both convinced it is, and I think Hudson and Belle are as well. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button, or even better, subscribe to our channel. It really does help us reach a wider audience. And don't forget to come back tomorrow to see where we go next.